Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a tag video, and it's been quite a while since I've done a tag. At least I feel like it has, so I thought I would do the Pretty Bookish Secrets tag today, and I was tagged to do this by Becca from Becca Awesome Book Nut here on BookTube. So thank you so much, Becca, if you're watching this. And if you guys are not subscribed to her, then I will put both her channel and a link to the video below. And it was funny because I've watched Becca for a while now, but I didn't know that she watched my videos until she tagged me, so that was really cool. But I really like her videos. If you do ever tag me to do a video, then please tweet me on Twitter. I know that a lot of you have, and I am well aware of the tags that I need to do, that people have tagged me to do. I just don't always get to them in a timely manner. But if you do tag me, then thank you so much. But definitely be sure to tweet me at TheBookDiary, because otherwise I may not know that you've tagged me. So there are a total of 7 questions. I've got them on my phone right here. And yeah, starting with question number 1. This one says, name 3 books you haven't read that you're ashamed of. So let's see. First one would be the Percy Jackson series. I haven't read any of those. Second one would be all of the Cassandra Clare books, like the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices. And then the third one would probably be the Hunger Games series. I guess there are a lot of series and books that I have not read yet that I am kind of ashamed about, but those are probably the 3 biggies, especially like the Cassandra Clare and Percy Jackson series, because those are really big series and I haven't read any of them. So yeah. Number 2 is, have you lied about having things to do to keep reading instead of going out? And I don't know if I've done this to keep reading, but I definitely know I've done this just to not go out and hang out with people, because this sounds like so awful and like antisocial, and it's really like nothing to do with like the people that have ever asked me to hang out. But sometimes you just get in those moods where you just don't feel like going out, or you're just tired, or you have other stuff to do, or you just are not in the mood to do whatever that person wants to do. So I've kind of pulled a few, oh, my mom says I can't go out. This was like when I was younger, but I used to say, oh, like my parents don't want me out tonight, or I'm just tied up doing this, or blah 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 blah. So I don't know if I've ever had any for reading, because most of the time I would probably go out with my friends instead of read. Not to say like, oh, discredit reading, but if it's something that I want to do, you know, there's quality time with friends and people that you can't get back, and then when I get home later I could read my book. So I don't think I've ever done it for reading, but if I just haven't been like in the mood to go out, I definitely have maybe twisted the truth just a little bit to not go out. Number 3 is, do you have any fictional crushes? And definitely, if you watched my fictional boyfriends video, all of them, but basically the ones in that video would be like Lucas Maxfield from the Breakable Contours of the Heart, or Easy Contours of the Heart series by Tamara Weber. I love Dimitri from Vampire Academy. St. Clair from Anna and the French Kiss, and all the other ones that I mentioned in that video, because those boys are just like my favorites. So those would be like my fictional crushes. Number 4 is, have you been jealous of a fictional character? Probably like Hermione Granger or Harry or any of the people that are in like the wizarding world, because how awesome would that be? And then maybe Rose Hathaway, because she gets to date Dimitri. I mean, have you seen Dimitri? Number 5 is, what do you do when you see someone reading a book you really like? And honestly, I don't see that many people out and about reading in public. And I go to a big kind of university, but I mean, it's so like people are just going from like point A to point B like on campus, that no one's ever really reading. So I don't think I've ever seen anybody like reading a book that I love. But if I was like in the library or somewhere and they were reading it, I would probably, I don't know. It depends what book it was. If it was something that I really loved, I would probably be like, oh, are you enjoying your book? Like, what do you think of the book so far? Or have you read that book before? And then if they were like, you know, nice about it, I might like talk to them and strike up a conversation. But I don't know, because sometimes it's annoying when people try to talk to you when you're reading a book, like interrupting, kind of like when you have headphones on. So I don't know if I would be like too chatty, but I might ask them if they're like enjoying their book, or ask them if they've read something in the same series or author or something like that. Number 6 is, how many unread books do you have in your shelves? And I don't know the answer to this. I did my bookshelf tour back in January, and I think I counted them, and I think it was like 30 to 40. So it's probably still along those lines. It could be slightly higher because I have bought a few books since then, but it's probably, I would say, no more than 50. And number 7 is, have you bought books by their covers? And I probably have at some point. More recently, like within the past few years since joining BookTube, I try to buy books that I actually want to read for a certain reason because I'm so behind on so many books like the Percy Jackson and all of that stuff that I mentioned. So nowadays I typically buy based on like content, but I definitely see books at the bookstore all the time that I want that I've never heard anybody talk about just because they look really cool. The Infinite Moment of Us by Lauren Miracle, that cover is beautiful. There's the other one about Something Real, or the one with the colors that's got like the girl whose parents were on like a reality TV show and then she like went away to college somewhere and then followed her there. I can't remember the exact name of the book, but that one I always wanted and I didn't really know much about it until like I researched it later. And then just like other ones. So I guess that I would or do. I haven't in a while, but I definitely would / will. So I guess the answer is yes to that question. Okay guys, so that is all for today's video. Short and sweet little tag of 7 questions. So if you guys make videos and you want to do this tag, I will put the questions in the information box, and I tag any and everyone to do this. So if you're watching this and you want to do it, feel free to say in your video that I tagged you, and tweet me on Twitter your video and I will watch it and check it out. I hope you guys are having an awesome week, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!